Wow, what a frustrating way to begin a year. If I was to give Wolfman out of 5, I would give this a 2.7 out of 5. Now, I really like this director because of what he was able to do with Invisible Man and what he was able to do with Upgrade. Actually, in my head, I would have wished that Wolfman was a combination of what they did and a bit of Upgrade. You know why? The one thing that's missing with Wolfman is the entertainment factor. Yes, in terms of horror, it's there, but in terms of just pure action and that high level, high octane action, we don't see a lot of that in this. This is far more of a psychological thriller horror. Yeah, you have those horrific moments, you have those wolf man moments, but ideally, the major part of this particular movie is the transformation. It's watching someone become something. It's like watching someone who has been infected by a weird disease like rabies. I think rabies is a very good idea, whereby you see that person transform into this thing that you do not recognize. Now, the idea of putting you in the mind of that person when he transforms, and I'm talking about details like what that person sees, details like what they hear. They're able to capture that very well. The director was able to capture that well and put you inside that person during those particular moments. The problem comes now when you forget the history of the IP, because this is supposed to be Wolfman, and what we get, and it's the same thing that they did with Nosferatu, whereby directors are trying to come up with their own thing based on what has been established before, and I think they stray away too much from the source material, that the final product is not exactly what we expected. Because when you hear of Wolfman, there's an image that comes into your mind. And the Wolfman that we get here, yes, you see the horrific transformation. Yes, you see bad things happen to this person's body. But we don't quite get the Wolfman that we expect. Yeah, we get a Wolfman, a very realistic depiction of what it would be like for a person to become a wolf man, but it lacks the footprints of what we recognize as a wolfman based on what has been established before. Now that can be a good thing if it was done properly, because I thought we spent too much time with the family, the transformation, and we forgot the action part of Wolfman, and this is where Upgrade now comes in. Because to be honest, if I was the one who was directing this movie, I would just take Upgrade and turn it into Wolfman. Even use the same actor, do the same exact thing, but now instead of the technology, you have the disease, you have the infection, and you have him become whatever he becomes and then go back. I really loved Upgrade. Basically, this is what I'm trying to say. I really loved Upgrade, and I wish the director had translated some of the ideas from that, especially with when a person becomes this other thing, when something else takes over, when it becomes that other thing. I wish that idea was brought into this particular movie, because it really needed that. It really needed more of the Wolfman action. It needed that. I just felt unsatisfied. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm giving it a 2.7. Now, it's not a bad horror movie, because the horrific element, the father-daughter story, actually the fatherhood approach to it, because you also have a moment with the main character and his dad at the beginning. You get that father concept explored in a very interesting way in this particular movie, but it's a Wolfman movie. Yes, you're trying to say all these other things, but don't forget what the movie is. Yes, you have to talk about families. Yes, you have all this drama with the mom, but it's a Wolfman movie, and I think that's the most important thing, and that's one of the biggest things that they actually forgot, that this is a Wolfman story. Anyway, basically that's it. If you're looking for a good horror movie with like horrific body transformation, I mean things just happening to a body in a way that is both disgusting and horrific, then this will work very well for you. But if you're going in for a creature feature, then this might not work for you. Actually, lower your expectations. Don't go in for the Wolfman that you expect. Just go in for a totally different experience. So basically, that's it. Remember to always watch what you enjoy and enjoy what you watch. I shall see you on the next one. Adios.